What's up guys, Trevor here at GnG Gamers and Geeks in Mobile, Alabama. We just had a Destroyers King release tournament and Greg here got first. We're going to do a deck profile, go into the side deck, main deck, maybe some matchups, and I'll let Greg take it over.
Alright, let's take a look at the deck. You know, we got the release champion thing. And so I ran the Veku ramp with the Gogeta leader, the promo leader that most people say were going to be banned, but now it's actually shown up. So for those of you who don't know, activate main once per turn. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and choose either a red Vegeta BR, a red Goku BR, or a blue Veku and add it to your hand. When you awaken at 4 life, you untap 2. On his flip side, auto, when he attacks, draw a card. Activate main, pay 2, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and put it at the bottom of the owner's deck. And then once per turn, you can KO one of your energy, put it in the drop area to draw 2 cards.
Seems pretty good.
I'm going to leave it on this side because that's the more...
better side.
Yeah. So, to start off, we ran 3 Awakening Talent Pans. This card was really good because it allowed me to awaken when I wanted to awaken. My opponent didn't get to choose to hold me back at 5 lives, so when they could kill me. And also, it was just a great game finisher. You know, everyone knows this card. It's a very good card. 4 of the 1-drop Son Goku, preparing for fusion. You play it, you look at the top 3 of your deck, you choose either a Veku BR, a blue Veku BR, or a red Vegeta BR and put it into your hands. And then the other 2 go at the bottom of your deck. That's key, because usually, so what I did was I would play this, look at the top 3, and then use the leader's ability to look at the top 5. So I basically was digging 8 cards deep. And then that will allow me to shuffle, so if I see other cards that I want that I got put at the bottom, he shuffles them, shuffles the deck, so that's really good. 3 Vegetas, does the same thing as the Goku, except he gets, this Vegeta gets Goku instead. I only run 3 of these. Another thing this is, they come back at the end of their turn. So you can attack with them, at the end of your turn, they pop back into your hands. Super combos. 4 North Kai, keeping watch. You're at 4 life, draws a card, 0-10K, nothing special there. Ran 2 of the Preemptive Strength Super Saiyan God Vegetas. Sparking 2, you get to look at the top 5 cards of your deck and either get a Gogeta BR or a Goku. I never really used that ability. It's mostly there to get rid of battle cards like Kami or Dende, or any 5K that you don't want to deal with, and at the end he comes back to your hands. I'm not running the 2-drop Goku. I have 2 of the 3-drop Vegetas. Both the 2-drop and the 3-drop ignore barrier for their effects, and he gives them -10. So if you're playing an opposing Veku, then you can play him and neg their Veku to 10, or by 10 it goes to 0, goes to drop area, it doesn't get its effect. Then activate main, you can get another Goku, and both of them return to your hand. And there's the Gokus. He can attack battle cards and gets +10 when you activate his ability. So he's a good in-game finisher too. 4 Vekus, Union Fusions for 3 colorless. You've got to have the Goku and Vegetas. He's barrier blocker. When he gets KO'd, you take a Vegeta BR and a Goku BR back into your hands. If you do, take the top 2 cards and put them in your energy. This is the ramp of the deck. And it'll allow me basically to play a 6-drop on my effective turn 4. So going into my bombs, 4 foreseeing hits, play, look at your hands, your opponent's hand, choose 2 battle cards with 25K or less, similar side, and at the end of their next turn, they get those battle cards. Double strike, a good card. 2 at all costs. This is also a good awakening. Gets triple strike, untaps an energy, and blows something up, and it draws you a card. Continuously good synergy, very good card. I only run 2 of them, don't really need any more. Vegeta, I've seen a lot of people say that put these in the sideboard. I like them in the main board because that gives me a little bit comfort zones. If you have 5 energy, which you can easily get in this deck, he draws you a card, and when he's attacked, he has barrier, and basically he's the first deadly defender. He just doesn't lose power. 2 of the 5-drop Gogetas. Sparking 5, if you play him, choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards and they go at the bottom of their deck, and then you draw 2 cards. So this is... I originally had the 5-drop Beerus, but one of my teammates, Marcus, told me, like, convinced me to play this card, and this card has saved me many of games.
Card's so good.
1, Kefla. I really like Kefla as a character, so I'm going to sneak Kefla in wherever I can. And she's a really good in-game attacker, but you can make an argument that she can also be one more Gogeta, 5-drop Gogeta. She attacks, draws you a card, and gets bigger. She attacks twice, has deflect, so you can't Cold Bloodlust or Crusher Baller. She's really good. 3, Dragon Fists. A good way to just control my opponent's board. He ignores barrier, so you can get something like Path to Glory, so that you don't have to worry about Height of Mastery as early as you normally would. He has Double Strike, he has Barrier, and he untaps 2 of your energy. So if you get him turn 6 and you're awake, or turn 4, and you're awakening on that turn, you can pay him, awaken, untap 2, swing with him, untap 2, and then either play a hit, an at-all costs, or even Vegito at any of those intervals. So you get some good plays going. Of course, one of the more broken cards in the game, the 7-drop Gogeta, is Deflect and Barrier, 30k, Triple Strike. When he comes into play, Sparking 10, you crit a life, and your opponent shuffles their hand back and draws 3 cards. This has... It itself never won me a game, but it has sealed many victories. The MVP, or these are the next 2 MVPs, the 8-drop Son Goku and Oob. This is the ultimate from World Martial Arts Tournament. It's an 8-drop, which you can still get pretty easily in this deck. Dual attack and double strike when he attacks. Doesn't matter if he attacks leader or a battle card, you get to choose one of your opponent's life and one of their energy and put them at the bottom of their deck. So you can just slowly kill your opponent with it, and you can take any energy that they might have for negates or whatnot. And
also,
then,
it doesn't cost that much either.
No, it's an 8-drop.
Well, I mean, like, just money-wise for a secret.
Oh, yeah, I think it's $20 now.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It used to be $5, and now it's $20.
Mm-hmm. Still not bad.
And then one of Fu, Shrouded in Mystery. I loved this card when it first came out. I thought this was an awesome card, but he was just hard to play, hard to get out. You've got to have 10 cards in your discard pile, and he's cost 6 to Overwhelm. But when you Overwhelm him, your opponent cannot activate abilities except for on their leader for your current turn and their next turn. So no super combos, no negates, no Janemba Mill except for their leader. Any of that doesn't matter. And then for extra cards, 4 beans, self-explanatory. 4-dimension magic, self-explanatory.
Pretty good cards.
Yep. Sideboard. 2 Mafubas, self-explanatory.
Another good blue card.
3 Borgeses.
Another good blue card.
Self-explanatory.
Just good side deck
2
cards.
Crisis Crushers, self-explanatory. This is a personal choice of mine, 2 Mercenary Towels. He's really good against discard, so we had at our locals, I played against 2 mill deck, or 2 discard decks, and got bodied by it. Or not bodied, but they was really hard. I tied one of them and just lost to a Brawly one. The one that I tied was a Lord Slug variant. But I just felt like if I had these, it would have made my opponent second guess, just making me discard a card, because yeah, I'll lose 1 card, you're losing 3. And if I have both of them out, then you're losing 6 cards. All suddenly, the discard is in my advantage. 1 Kami, self-explanatory. Something that I found out about this, I didn't realize it, but it only affects 4 drops. So one of my opponents, I had Deku, Fu, and Dragon Fist in play, and he forced one of my cards because it was the Dende Wish Leader. He forced one of my cards on the battlefield, then played this to blow up the board, and then realized all he did was end up killing his Frieza and my other battle card, and the other 3 bombs stayed because they're higher than 4. So keep an eye on that. 2 striving to be the best. This might actually come out of my sideboard. Didn't really have a need for it. I just got to figure out what else I want to put in it. and 3 Dark Power Black Mass Saiyans for the Storm Shenron variants. And it's also another good awakening effect. Because you can take out the pan and they effectively do the same thing. You can just play him with a red.
Yep. Alrighty, guys. Well, it was Greg with his Vacuum Ramp deck that got first. If you guys have any questions for Greg or just about any of the other decks, let us know down below. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Bye.